Oh, but I don't know why like all my settings are changed. It's weird. Sounds like my volume's turned up too. Okay. Of course it did all of this. Just a sec, guys. It always messes with all of my settings. There we go. Alright. Sorry that took so long, guys.
Do you remember the old war, operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
Yep, that's true. Alright. Okay. I'm so very purple. Alright, so. Hey, Mux, how's it going? I don't know how long you've been sitting there waiting for me to finally start the stream. Um, but basically, what happened was I was not able to get it started because OBS was acting like it was going to go live, but it wasn't. And it's always the same thing when it happens, and it always takes me forever to figure it out. So I've got to like staple a reminder to my forehead or something. I don't know. Hey, Comet, how's it going? But basically, my driver needed to be updated, and I always, 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 always forget that. So I gotta remember that in the future. And hey, Obo, the same goes for all of y'all. If you've been waiting here for me to start the stream and you didn't know what was going on, that's what was going on. That is exactly what was going on. Alright, so I gotta do the sortie. I gotta do the sortie. Who else needs to? That's not what I meant to do. And then I'll probably be spending a large amount of time farming relics. I like it big. Oh, hush. Do you need to do the sortie, Obo? Oh, okay. Cool. Oh. Hey, y'all. Sorry it took me so long to get this started. Yeah, I've only gotten one relic for the new stuff. It's frustrating. Do either of y'all need the sortie? Or want to do the sortie? Oh, I see what's going on. Why did it do this? Hold on, guys. Why is it that? That's not what it should look like. Hold on. It's not letting me alter it. Why is it doing this? I don't know why it looks like that. Alright, let me try something. Just a sec. Why is it doing this? It's only capturing part of my screen. Hold on, let me try something. Is that what was going on? Hold on, I think I saw the issue. No? Yeah, hold on. Okay, yeah, that was it. There we go. I see what you meant now. Alright. I still gotta do a little adjustments though. I am very sorry about this. Apparently that update really messed with stuff. I don't really need a reactor. I mean, if you want to go after it, we can. Or if somebody does need it. Also, oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. We need the catalysts.
New alert marked on navigation 10 up.
Okay, so do any of y'all want to run the sortie with Obo and I? Do you need it? Or did you finish it? Oh, you're working. Fair enough. It's just me and Obo right now. And then it's my intent to do, you know, relic farming afterwards. But I don't know how much time you have. Or if people would prefer, we could just relic farm. I got started so late. So what would all of y'all rather do? I'm okay with doing what you guys want. That's totally cool with me. I got people on voice chat with me. Didn't even realize. What would the vote be overall? Would y'all rather do relic run, like relic farming? Yeah? I'm pretty confident Robbie is a person. Most people that jump in voice chat just do it so they don't have the lag from the stream. I don't think I've ever heard you speak. Now, I know Robbie wanted to do just relic farming. Mux, do you want to join us, or? I don't know who all is here. Oh, Mux is doing something. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess we can just do the relic farming. I can get the sortie tomorrow or whatever. It's not a big deal. I only get it about every other day anyway. Yeah, Obo, now I see what you meant about the menu being big. I don't know if I have that oboe. I tend to go for the, like, endless runs of stuff. But I guess if we're gonna do like a speed run type thing, I don't know. What would y'all rather do? I think Oboe's going for like doing a capture mission. Why leave at 15? Why don't I have anything in that auxiliary slot? Yeah, I don't think I have that. No, I don't have sprint boost. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have sprint. I don't have. I don't have that. Oh, there's no room in there for that one. I do have a rush. Trying to see what I can take out to put in its place. I'm sorry, SBN, we have a full group right now. But if someone drops out, then yes, you would be more than welcome. Don't most things sound better in our heads? Alright, so which one are you wanting to do, Oboe? And have you gotten any of the relics? You don't have to. I mean, if you want to, Mux, then that's fine, but you don't have to. I don't know how much longer Robbie has, or whatever the case is. Okay, it's not either of the captures. Okay, so Robbie is only going to be here for about half an hour. Hey, Venom, how's it going? But, that being said, you know, if you've got something else you want to do, then I also understand that. Mux. Hey, Umbra. What's going on? We do have some lists pinned with what relics have which parts in them. So if you're not sure whether you have the relics or not, you can check those against yours or... The drop rate seems to be pretty abysmal on them though. We're doing some relic runs to try and get the new ones, or the unvaulted ones I should say. Oh no, we lost people. Oh, I got you, Mux. I got you. I just
You are
grab
here
people
on a
like
capture mission.
whoever I see
Must
first
find,
and
capture, and extract our target.
then go from there.
We will bring honor to the Tenno.
Alright. Gotta re-invite. Obo's back. There. Albie's got another invite.
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. Subject brought back alive.
Yeah.
Target located. Bring them in.
Attack us, and we will counter.
Mission complete. Objective has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
This is why I don't do speed runs. I just run into everything and get stuck on stuff. So fast though. Oh my gosh.
This chat seems quiet.
I'm sorry?
This chat seems quiet. All of them
Oh, I don't think any of the people that are in here tend to talk. I also think I need to turn the volume of my game down. Hold on. I think my game's a little loud. Did we get B5? I don't think that's one of them. Alright, hold on a sec. I meant to check this earlier and I forgot. Yep, that's what I thought. Alright. Game should be quieter, guys. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay. Let me...
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grineer. Error,
Okay, Max.
not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Okay. So what's everyone up to?
just helping someone do so.
Helping someone do what?
Sure, how would it be?
Ah, I gotcha. I did. I did. Look at them. They move. The Icarus wings move. They flap. They just look so good on her. Why? Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think that's him. I think. I don't know if it's the case on Espion screen, but she and I are in like perfect time. No, we lost people. I just lost everyone. Oh, that would be great.
You are here. Capture mission. You must
Let me
find,
re-invite
capture,
people.
and extract our target.
Eva's here, Robbie, Espion. There we go.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
Ah! Getting stuck on walls.
Target located. Bring them in.
I guess it's not in here. Where is it? Oh, okay. There's.
Excellent
Hallway.
work. We'll take the captive
I'm,
back
like,
to base.
not helping
Your
on this
part is
at
done here,
all.
Tenno.
I get lost at regular speed. He had a speed boost on. Oh my gosh! Oh gosh, so fast. I got exploded. This is because I keep getting stuck on stuff. Just a sec. What do we get? Neo L1? There we go. Oh, Robbie left. Why'd Robbie leave? Who hasn't done Clem's quest? Oh, that's okay. That's alright, Robbie. I'm sorry I got started so late. I didn't start until, shoot,
Operator, the system needs you. Will you
just
begin
9
another
something?
mission?
Oh, no, I haven't. I'm bad. I need to finish it. Alright, so who would like to join? Because Robbie left. And I'm doing alright. How is everyone anyway? I just realized she might not be in the voice chat. Oh no, she is. Do you want to... I do still need the sortie. And I know, Obo has only done the first one, but then we started running relics. Do you need the sortie, Espy? Espion? Oh. It's kind of like a dungeon. We do. We need to get her through some planets. Oh wait, yeah, I guess she is. Well, if you look at your navigation, you should see this little diamond symbol. And this is what the sortie is. It's more difficult content that has special things thrown on them, like this being an Eczema stronghold, which means there's more Eczemus enemies there. And you get... Well, she's got Umbra. I forgot about all of that. She actually finished this stuff pretty fast. The first one is, but then one's on Neptune and one's on Eris. Yeah, she's only been playing for like 3 weeks and she's through all of that.
The first spy mission is kind of easy.
Huh?
The first spy mission is easy.
Yeah, but this would be her first one.
Hmm.
So
I would play solo on the first one.
Okay, but if I wasn't going with people I knew, then yes, I would do it solo.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you have to bring a level 30 frame. It will not allow you to bring anything lower.
Oh, everything.
No, you can bring non-leveled weapons.
Really?
Yep.
Don't know. Okay.
I've brought weapons I was leveling into a sortie before. Because I knew I wasn't going to use them. I don't melee a lot, for example. And I was like, you know what? I bet a sortie would level it fast. And it did. So yeah, we can do that. Take her on her first sortie. Now the first one is a spy mission. If you're not like confident in it, just let us take care of that.
Sortie spy missions are harder than their regular counterparts too, by the way.
They are. That's true.
Not really, to be honest. Well,
Yes,
a
they
bit.
are because you can't use a cipher to automatically fix it, so that makes them
Yeah, I
faster.
know.
Or that makes them
Easy
harder.
for me. It's easy for me because I know how to do it faster
Well,
without
I
ciphers.
don't because I use the
Oh,
cipher. I'm not bad
okay.
at them, and I'm not bad at the Grenier ones, but I'm bad at the Corpus ones.
Corpus is easy too.
The
I'm
sortie
I did
spies missions also have routes cut off and stuff like that.
so the ways you might be able to bypass it otherwise.
The what's it called? The for
Yeah,
the
essentially.
spy. There will be the waterfall where you have to get into.
I don't think
There
that
isn't that.
matters, Mux. I'm pretty sure that even if it's infested, if you trip something, the alarm goes off.
You have to complete all of them, by the way.
Yeah. Well, on
That's
on all
something.
of the sorties, you have to finish all of them. And Venom, the max level you can get a frame up to is 30. Yeah, everything caps at 30. Except for mastery rank. That caps at 25, right?
No, that's not true.
Really?
Well, there's only enough experience in the game to get up to 25, but there's
Oh.
30 mastery ranks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We assume there's 30 because of the
Because
there's
everything
only
else
the
is.
achievements.
I
There,
gotcha.
there are achievements for ranks up to 30, and then after that they stop.
Fair enough. All right, that makes sense. I just assumed that that wouldn't be the case.
I'm
gonna
waiting
go
to see if we can make it to rank 30 and then form our mastery rank somehow.
Oh God. Why? You don't really
Why
get.
not?
I mean, I guess you get a little bit from it. Where the? Oh, there she is. I was trying to figure out where my Avar was.
It would depend on what the reward would be for doing so.
Get out there
Yeah.
and collect down
Oh no, I want a
make the
bow on
Lotus
her.
Pond.
I like my synapse, but I want a bow on her. All right, I'm ready if you guys are.
I'm good to go.
New game plus. Mux said new game plus.
For the extra experience.
It would be interesting to see. But yeah, okay, it looks like everything does cap out at 20. We just can't get past 25 on the mastery rank, so. I'd assumed it capped out at 25 because it was the highest you saw. I hadn't really looked
But
at the
the XP
achievements.
But the
So-
XP you can pass halfway to 25.
I'm sorry?
You could pass halfway through 25.
I didn't know that because I'm not even 20 yet.
Yeah, I'm sitting about
I've
like
seen-
2/3 or something
seen-
like that.
I've seen people went through 35 and they're still going.
Huh?
I've seen people in rank 25 and their rank is like almost ranking up.
Gotcha.
Mm,
It always does
Tenno,
this. It
we're
always
here to
kicks someone.
infiltrate data vaults
Hold on.
and
I got
retrieve highly
kicked.
sensitive
Yeah, it
enemy
always kicks
information.
someone. I'm inviting you back.
That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested. It should go away or amp up the fight to draw it out. Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands.
Oh, all the Eximus. All the Eximus.
The only annoying one is the leech one.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Because he takes away all your energy.
I don't have any energy anyway, because I guess there was a leech among them, so.
I am no longer detecting signs of the Juggernaut. Move on. You are safe.
Even though they're pretty easy to kill.
Huh?
They're pretty easy to kill.
Oh, I thought that was.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying
Oh yeah, by the way,
Darn
the
it.
Final Prime is questionable.
You're coming through muffled again.
Oh, okay. If he, wait. Oh. Hello? Hear him?
Hold on.
It's because the Final Prime is questionable.
You've triggered the alarms. Lose this power, and the mission will be.
How? I don't understand how the alarms were triggered. Oh, someone was in there before me.
You got it.
Yes, all the
Still
Final Prime.
I don't understand how y'all got in
We
there.
have
I was trying to
everything we
figure it
came
out.
for. Get to extraction.
But I got distracted killing stuff. How I do. Oh, walking into a wall. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Thank you. Apparently you can use the air support to freeze the timer. I was not aware of that. I have not even used my air support charges for anything.
Head station ahead.
Oh yeah, yesterday I got a Arcanine ribbon.
Locked out and lazy. I knew that, but I guess that's specific to the one that. Well, we've all got Lizette. So is that just what the Lizette does?
That's what the base the set does.
Okay. I honestly didn't know that.
The Xiphos calls down a turret. The Mantis calls down a HP regeneration station.
And hold on. SBN, they can be really easy. That one went really smoothly, but they can also be really hard. What's the next one? What do the other ones do?
The second one, mobile defense.
Yeah, the second one's a mobile defense. I meant the ships. Oh
Use
no, I
limbo
guess
for the
Umbra
second
doesn't
one.
have the Lizette. I keep forgetting that. I thought we all did, and you don't.
I like to stand out.
Oh, my head. I've got a headache.
Oh yeah, and the Scimitar does a bombing run.
Okay. That's what I was curious about, is what all of them did. Hold on, I'll be ready in a sec. I'll be ready in a sec. There we go. Synapse.
Do you remember the
darn it.
old war, operator? Order seems to have
What's
misplaced
the
those memories.
modifier? Do you remember?
It's some sort of enemy armor thing, I think.
Oh, augmented enemy armor.
Yeah. That's it.
Bring a limbo. Okay.
Pass.
Do y'all know if Gara has an augment yet?
No,
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, not so.
I don't think so.
I don't think she does either, because she's even newer than Octavia, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Octavia just got one.
Octavia.
I really like Octavia's augment though, to be honest. It's pretty simple, but I like it.
Oh no, it's great. It isn't as simple as it is. It's amazing.
This is a mobile defense
Muck said that they
mission.
tease one
You
coming
must
soon
deliver
for Gara,
payloads
though.
and defend a number of locations while
So,
I break into the network.
Ah,
Be prepared for heavy
gotta remember you
resistance.
can roll through that.
I can't do this without you. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready
Okay,
to defend.
I see. I lost the marker for a sec, so I was like, I don't know where I'm going.
I'm in, Tenor. This will take a moment. That was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death of infested. Lay low, and it should go away, or amp up the fight to draw it out.
We might want to not trigger the Juggernaut.
You fought with honor.
These levels, I'm pretty. At these levels, I'm pretty sure it can one-shot the defenses or the target
Probably.
if we get unlucky.
Did she just
We
say
could
he
probably
passed?
do it.
That he's gone? I don't know. I don't know what determines what actually, like, triggers
Still
him or
working on
not.
it. Continue
Oh,
to
it's
defend.
how many enemies how many
I
infested
know
you kill.
theoretically that's the case, but I've had cases where nobody was killing anything and the Juggernaut was triggered, and I've had cases where we were killing everything and the Juggernaut wasn't triggered. That's why I'm like, I know theoretically that's the case, but I don't know what actually does it. I think it's RNG.
I'm pretty sure it's probably that's supposed to be the way it's working, but it may or may not glitch every once in a while because
enough.
Warframe.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, completed. Move on. We have got to find a terminal.
There are
Saved
4
and
different
prepared.
ships, and there's a bunch of skins for them. More skins for the Lizette than any other, but that's because it's the first frame. It's the one that most people have. I think that's why it has the
Location
most.
reached.
And I'm
Drop me
not
in.
sure. Are there any
Defend our
Tenogen
position.
skins for the other ships, or is the Lizette the only one they can work on?
I'm in, Tenno.
They haven't been able to work on them up until now. I can't remember, but that might have been one of the things they added to the Tenogen 2 days ago, maybe.
That would be good if they do add that. Because I mean, the Tenogen artists are amazing. A lot of them.
Right.
I mean,
I'm actually really excited to see what kind of Tenogen I can get for the Opticore.
oh, I know. But once we're done here, I can show you the different ships that are
Still
available.
working on it. Continue to defend.
And we can decorate our ships and stuff. That's what I'm in when I'm not in mission, is I'm on my ship.
The Lizette docks with the ship that you're walking on. I don't think we've ever actually seen the, I forget what it's called, but the ship that we're walking around on mid-mission.
No, I'm talking about when we're not in mission.
That's what I meant. In between missions, not mid-mission.
Terminal
I do,
hacked.
honestly, I do think that the Lizette is too small, so that would make sense. But by the same token, well, yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Oh, hey, we're done. I have her.
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the railjacks they showed are actually the ship
gosh.
we're on.
You know
They
they're
just never
supposed to
rendered them
prepare to
before now.
They're supposed to be like customizable and stuff too.
Exactly. So the one we've been on all along is just the one,
It's our
the basic
ship's,
one
it's
that
our
they
real
show.
ship's baby. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I said X. There we go. No, it's. I guess what we're on would be more like a shuttle, and that would make a lot of sense because looking at it, it's like, is there like a space-time continuum, some sort of bubble? Is it like the TARDIS? Because it's not big
Oh,
enough.
bigger on the inside than it is on the outside?
Yes.
I think so, probably, because I'm pretty sure that's the way that the clan halls and the void towers work.
So then, how do we know that we're not actually on our ship? Between missions.
Also fair. But I'm pretty sure they've confirmed it on stream that the Lisette is not the actual ship you walk around on.
I'm gonna have to look
Still
into it
working
then.
on it.
'Cause I'm
Continue to
curious.
defend.
I'm very curious now. Ah! I got blown up.
My theory is still that the railjack is the thing we're on, but you know, we'll
I
see
like
about that.
Theory. I like that theory, but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm curious just how customizable it'll be.
Now, see, what I really want to happen is first when and you know how they said they were going to make it solo friendly, where the guns are automated and stuff like that.
Mission
Where instead of like it just being like a mod you put on your ship, I want it to be where you can equip your sentinels to be in charge of guns and stuff like that.
That would be cool.
The cube and the connector.
And they could have like different personalities based on which one you put where.
That
Like
would be cool.
if you put a carrier in charge of the helm, it'll like try and drive around and blow up all the asteroids and pick up the loot from those asteroids, but if you put a death cube at the helm, it charges enemies until they're dead.
Nice.
No mercy.
No
No
mercy. I like that idea, though. It gives another use for our various companions.
Yeah. Oh, and
I
you could,
demand
and if
that
you could
you be-
also, if you could also put your Kavats in.
I was
in
gonna
charge of
say
them.
that. I was gonna say I demand that we be able to put our Kavats on a
Tenno,
gun.
the balance of
I want to
power
watch a
in
Kubro walk around with a
ship
fire
navigation is
extinguisher in
marked
its
with
mouth
new
during a
names.
battle, putting out fires.
Yes.
Please, DE.
All right, let me show him the ships real quick
Go ahead.
that we have. So I've only got one right now, and this is the one you start out with, except I've got a skin on mine. All right, so we all start out with a Lisette. But there's also the Scimitar. I've got pieces of like all of these ships. There's the Scimitar. The Xiphos, I guess is how that's said.
Because
And the Mantis.
Operator,
And you can change the colors of these
wonders,
ships
what are you
and
thinking
everything.
about?
Like mine's my normal purple, black, and blue. And here's some of the customization. So
Mine is
I've
cool,
actually got a few skins for it. And I know you guys
mine
that
is
are in the
all white.
voice chat with me are like ahead of my actual stream. But yeah, there's a few skins you can get so you can make it look how you want it to. And there's a bunch more skins that I don't have. Alright. What's the last one?
it's assassination
Oh, assassination. Alright.
forward. Just yeah, forward. This is stuff. Just bring a corrosive weapon with you or something.
Huh?
A corrosive or viral weapon.
Corrosive and viral?
Or viral.
Oh. Well, that's on my
Viral.
synapse, so I'm good.
Viral does. Viral is more effective. Yeah. I think. We'll also get them.
And kicked again.
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and
I
retrieve
hate that
highly
it does
sensitive
this.
enemy information.
There we go. Invited again.
That's weird. It
Why
says
is
spy.
this? It's not supposed to be a spy, is it?
No.
No, I don't think you started the sortie.
I didn't start it. Somebody else selected.
Is this the potato alert?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is. It is. It's on. It's in
That's
effective.
fine.
Be on the
Someone may
lookout
need it.
for
I'm
increased
sure
security measures.
that
The enemy would
SBN,
rather destroy their
could use
data
the
than let it get
potatoes.
into our hands.
I
she's
sold
new,
it.
so
That was a juggernaut. They were lured
Yeah,
out
assuming
by
she
the
didn't
death
buy
of
like 50.
infested. Lay low and it should go away or amp up the fight
Good.
to draw it out.
It's totally within her right to do so.
so yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'm sure it'll be helpful to her, and eventually we'll probably need the potatoes anyway. So
Or about like 54 months.
The ship requires 10 potatoes.
wait, what?
Differently.
The ship's gonna require 10 potatoes. Calling it now.
Oh no.
Yeah, just to bait someone to buy.
I am no longer detecting signs of a juggernaut. Move on. You are safe.
Just there are two types of potatoes in the game. There's a blue one and there's the blue ball potato and then there's the hot potato.
This is the orange one. It's the reactor.
The hot potato then.
Yeah. So it's one that most of us don't particularly
We have
need because
everything we came
we have a
for.
bunch of the
Get to
blueprints or a
extraction.
bunch of them made, or we have all
Multiple
the warframes we
biosignatures
want to
detected.
have
We've got
reactors in them
infested
already.
incoming.
But I'm sure it'll be useful for Espion.
I had someone buy me 10 of those blue
Oh really?
for free.
Wow.
I don't know why.
Just being nice. People
Because I
like to be
wasn't in a
nice.
stream. I was in a stream and I said that if I had free.
I said people like to be nice, and Haller goes bah humbug. Heck, Obo might need it. I don't know.
Just do every mission and yeah. Kill a Fantas. Why
What?
not? Kill the Fantas for one.
Oh, Caliphantis. It's cold out here, y'all. Man, that is like the best Mesa skin. Though there is another hat for her that I really like. Another headpiece. Helmet, whatever you want to say. Stuff, words. Huh? Yeah, hat does seem appropriate for her. So, we have a reactor. That's cool. Alright, so... Do you have an assassination mission? Oh, you gotta be on a level 30 frame.
Just use any.
Espion switched to Ember.
Might die. Just might. Because her health is too low.
Huh?
She might die because her health is too low. Also, like, a lot of ants are around for it.
Oh yeah,
And
that's...
there'll be ancients.
I don't know who she's gonna bring. This is an assassination. With enemy elemental enhancement, so
She switched back to Excalibur.
Operator, the
Oh,
system
okay.
needs you.
Excalibur
Will
is
you begin
probably
another mission?
a pretty good choice.
Especially if she still has all 3 of those Umbra mods on it. Those things
Why would you even
multiply.
take them off? Especially, why would you form away from them?
I did, but that's because I didn't know that you couldn't go back to them.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And while I
Just,
use, of course, 2 of those mods, I don't use steel fiber on my Excalibur build.
fair. I didn't take any of them off, but I don't really play Excalibur either. I basically leveled him and put him in the closet. Oh, y'all are waiting on me. Sorry. He's never really been my playstyle. He's an interesting frame, but
Umbra was basically 3 MR.
Oba said having 3 Excals makes me have builds. Why do you have 3?
Why do you need 9 builds?
Why did you wait for him on brand?
I mean, okay, he's got Excalibur Prime and Excalibur Umbra. I get that, but why would you keep the regular one?
Oh,
If he wants to have all of them.
Fair enough, I guess.
who wants to format this?
Oh, because he
on
has
a-
everything.
This place is crime infested.
He has everything.
Unfortunately, something
Would
far
I,
more
would I
ominous
sound
awaits.
crazy if I
Make
format
your way
a Mark
deeper
1
into the
brand anytime?
base. Assassination contracts are not to be taken
still-
lightly. Eliminating
You're still
this
coming
target
through
will have a
kind of muffled. I can
significant impact on
understand a
enemy
lot of what you say.
forces. Search the area. Leave no
Would I
survivors.
sound crazy if I format a Mark 1 brand?
If you
Bratton
format
anytime?
what?
A Mark 1 Bratton.
A Mark 1 Bratton? Why would you do that?
This
Why
way,
not?
we're getting close.
The board.
Because there's better weapons?
I know, but make it better.
I'm sorry?
Make it better than the regular brown.
Oh no, I'm
Your
gonna die!
target is an aberration of
That's what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
saved it! I saved it! I saved it! I didn't die! I
Target
saved
spotted.
it!
Stay
Guys,
This one is a handful.
I thought I was gonna
Yeah.
fall. Man, y'all are fast. I didn't even get there. Mostly because I was falling, but...
You could use Herald.
He's a bullet sponge, what do you expect?
Huh?
He's just a bullet sponge, what do you expect?
Taking down the
Fair
VIP.
enough.
Now get to extraction. Heavy infestation ahead.
Also, don't think he has any kind of bullshit scaling like the rest of them do, so him being level 100 doesn't give him a huge stat increase like the other ones do.
I hadn't noticed that, but actually, you know what? That makes sense, because he is kind of easy.
Yes. Just one shot. So
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's because he can...
Heller
has a-
killed Hold on, Heller killed him in 3 hits with his Rubico.
I did it in 1 slide attack.
What do you have?
Valkyr. I used Hysteria.
Fair enough. I can see that.
And, what do you call it? Her slide attack does like 3 or 4, like, individual hits,
Darn it.
so...
I am failing at movement right now. There we go.
They won't be bothering us anymore. Let's get out
Oh,
of here.
good. We got a catalyst blueprint.
Whoop whoop, potato potato.
That potato I'm actually okay with. Howler got Kuva.
I got a Anasta
You got a what?
sculpture.
Oh, you got a sculpture. You got a pineapple.
Oh yeah, I got a Argonaut ribbon before. On the last build.
Oh. That's cool. I think I
I'm
still have
building it.
ribbons I need to unlock.
I'm building the Argonaut as we speak.
I'm checking to see if there's any. Nope. Alright, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, I have to put my clothes in the dryer, so...
Oh, okay. Well, we're probably gonna farm relics. But I guess Oba doesn't. I mean, he might want to, but I guess he doesn't need to. So, but that's probably what we're gonna do because I don't have Rhino Prime or Next Prime.
I broke my ship in the relay.
Well, if you want to run relics, I have all the ones for Nyx.
But we were gonna farm for them, but it's up to them if they want to try getting them with your relics before we have any.
If you just want to wait and like,
I'm fine with it either way. I don't know what they would prefer, or what. Honestly, it's what SBN would prefer because Obo said he has everything. He still has a bunch of Nyx relics. So really, it's if SBN just wants to run with y'all and see if we can get them. She said yes. So you said you have to put your clothes in the dryer though?
yeah, if you don't mind waiting like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
I'll be right back then.
Okay. All I have for Nyx is the main blueprint, which I got before they unvaulted her, so. That's up to you. I mean, I'll probably end up with it as I'm going to be farming for a lot of relics and stuff anyways. So you could also just hold on to it for when he gets vaulted again and is worth a lot of plat.
You still have a second next time blueprint? I only have one.
Huh?
I have one blueprint for next.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna be going for a lot of the relics. I'm gonna try to have at least one extra full rhino. When they release Nyx's skin, hopefully they'll do a little bit of a rework on her because she needs a little love. She does.
I'm missing a Hydroid Prime system.
Huh?
I'm missing a Hydroid Prime system.
What part?
System.
Tenno,
Hydroid
there's a
Systems?
time-limited mission alert.
I might
Check
have an extra.
navigation.
I don't know.
Hydroid.
Maybe. I don't know. Nope, I got a chassis and 2 of the main blueprints. And the neuroptics. No system.
What old run?
Oh, I'm back, by the way.
Oh, welcome back. I'm not sure why you can't hear us. Are you saying you can't hear me or you can't hear Says? Oh, Says. Says is, he's missing part of Hydroid Prime.
Most of my mic is kind of shitty, so.
Sorry?
My mic is bad.
Oh, he said his mic is bad. No, he's saying he's missing like the systems for it. I checked to see if I had them, but I don't have any extras.
If you don't have one, it's fine. It's fine for it.
Nah, if I did, I'd be happy to, give that to you, but I do not.
Well, if you want to start a Lith, Mesa, or Neo, I got those Nyx.
Alright, let's see. There's a spy, rescue.
Oh, I do have a list for Hydroid. Yeah.
What parts is the Lith?
Lith has the blueprint.
Okay, I don't think either of us need that. I have the main blueprint. I think she's missing.
The Neo has her neuroptics.
I think she needs the systems and the neuroptics for Nyx, so we don't need the blueprint. Which one's the miso?
Miso has Nyx Prime Neuroptics.
Okay, so we both need that. There's a rescue. There's nothing endless, but there is a rescue. Might be able to do that pretty quick.
You should do a survival for 30 minutes.
There aren't any.
One and two.
We're cracking relics. There aren't any.
Oh, that's nice.
There's a Miso rescue. That's it. I'm trying to see what I have. Do some of that. I don't have any. The only relic I have from the Unvaulted ones is one Rhino relic, and I don't even know which one it is. R1 Neo? Okay. So that's the one I have. Oh, nice. I don't know how close I am to 19, and I need to see if I can build something else, and we just lost people. I'll invite y'all back.
I'm gonna leave chapter.
Our interest.
I'm sorry?
A person of interest is in the
I'm gonna leave
vicinity.
chapter.
Search for the hostage and
Oh,
bring
you said
them
you're
home.
leaving chat.
Corvus has tech weapons. We'll need to be careful.
Alright, well, you have a good night.
Void fissures. You need them to open. But are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a
Alright,
fissure.
so we need to kill stuff first. Because we need to crack the relic.
We can't without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
Oops.
You The enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more.
I should brought Saren.
For what
Squawkers
reason?
are heading
Out of
to your
curiosity.
location.
My
Because
Warframe is strong.
I don't know. I'm probably not doing much damage anyway, so I might as well bring her and let her toxin spread
Oh, okay.
as far as it can. Oh, hey, there's a bunch. Yee.
They've brought in reinforcements. A Versa.
Alright, mine's cracked.
Excuse me.
That's it.
Looks like all
You
of ours
open
is.
the relic.
So,
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
I really like these events.
Approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Oh. I thought we were
The
all
got
bypass
here.
is done. Go.
Ronin. I think.
Huh?
Skin. I think Espeon has that new Ronin skin. think it's Ronan.
We've reached the prison.
Maybe it's
Find
Ion?
our prisoner in one of these cells.
I will not forget this, Tenno.
Prisoner located. We need to get back to command in one piece. Find your way to the exit.
This is unfortunate.
Subject behind.
There you go. I shot that dude in the face. Oh. What's everyone up to?
Woo, Forma.
Hey, I got a Vapor Spectre blueprint. I don't know where that came from.
You get them from regular spy missions just whenever you complete them.
This wasn't a spy mission.
Not spy, rescue, that's what I meant. That's the word I was
Oh.
looking for.
But I've completed other regular rescues. I didn't get it. That's weird.
It's
Is it an
on
RNG thing?
It's on a weird point system
Oh, okay.
based off of how high the level is of the rescue and if you meet certain conditions.
Gotcha.
Like liberating the what do you call them? The rescue target without being spotted beforehand gives you 1 point. Killing all the wardens with executions gives you another point. It might not have to be with executions. Now that I say it out loud, I don't think they have to be killed with executions.
That's interesting, though. I was not aware of that.
And there's like one other way to get a point, but I can't remember what it is.
Hello, Carislin. I think I said that right. Hi, how are you doing? I'm curious,
Operator,
Um,
are you enjoying the view?
to all the people I've randomly greeted, has it freaked y'all out? Does it freak y'all out when I do that? I know, I think Westy said it startled him. Oh, Muck said rescuing the dude gives the last point. And I'm glad to hear that. Do you play Warframe? I think it's mostly that it's not really expected. And I just go through periodically and see who's here and try to
Our
say hi
intel
to people.
suggests that our personal interest is in the
I
vicinity.
got dropped.
Search
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
inviting you
hostage
back.
and bring them home.
Every
So,
time. I don't know
the
why.
Corpus are just a cult worshipping money.
A lot of the times it'll end up like dropping people
I'm
because
detecting
it decided that I
void
couldn't be the
fissures nearby.
host.
Do you have a matching relic?
So it's like switching who's the host.
A fissure. Defend yourself.
You'll get it
Use
back.
reactant to open relics.
We'll get
Use
that coordination back.
reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Find the
What
captive as soon
frame
as you
is
can.
that?
We don't have much time.
Who?
I don't know. They ran away. It's not you. It's
Then it would be Umbra.
Obo. Oh, that's one of the Excalibur skins? Okay, that's why I didn't recognize it.
Oh, that's Obo in the Ronin. Okay. I just, for some reason, thought it was Espeon because I'm pretty sure she was playing it before. They switched up on me and I wasn't paying attention.
I think she's trying to level her Ember.
Fair enough. I apologize for miss warframing her regardless.
Trying to break in.
How long have you played it, or have you just started?
You've been seen. We've got robots.
I gotta go check my Warframe privilege after this.
Oh, you just started last weekend? There's a lot of new players. You can feel free to friend me. Well, are you a PC player or console? Because I'm on PC and there's not any cross play.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's
Awesome.
inside.
Well, you can feel free to friend me if you would like. I'm just Saint Pam, all one word. I like helping people.
You are approaching a building area.
Nope.
Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely the execution sequence.
Something happened. Okay.
The bypass is done. Go.
I understand that. It took me some time getting used to the
The
movement.
captive will be in one of these cells. Search them.
Thank the stars, not a minute too soon.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction
So what
point.
frame are you
I'll
on?
take care of the rest.
Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
There you go, Pam. Asking and not assuming. Being better than me.
I assume everyone on the internet is a guy. Even though
Oh, we're
I'm
not talking about guys. We're talking about Warframes.
I know, but I'm just saying I assume that everyone on the internet is a guy, even though I'm not.
Ah, but even the grills online are actually guys in the sky.
Oh, Howler, really? Really? You know better. He goes, that we know of. Helpful. How many Sendo Prime handles do you need? Because I've only got one. Do you need two? Shoot,
Pretty
too
sure
late.
you only need one.
Okay, good. Oh, you're an old man. You started with Mag. She's not a bad frame to start with. I started with Volt myself. Most people start
Pull
with
is actually pretty OP early game.
who? Oh, we got another Spectre. So who's pretty OP though?
Pull, just Mag's first ability.
Oh, gotcha. I have played limited Mag. I'm gonna have to go through. Oh, guys, for any of y'all that are waiting for it, I almost have the how to play Octavia video ready. I'm gonna get it uploaded tonight. I could not do it while I was streaming because it would make stuff slow. It would be bad. So I'm gonna get that done after the stream.
Your internet already hates us, apparently. I'd hate
My
to see what
internet
it'd be
does
like.
hate us. It's okay. I hate my internet too.
It's mutual.
Yes. Yes, it is. All right.
Oh yeah. It seems to like
Operator,
Espion,
did you hear
okay?
that?
She's
It
stayed in
said-
every time.
She has. It's cool with Espion.
Cosmic background
It's
radiation is
sexist
a
against
riot.
guys.
Frickin' feminazi internet.
That's fair. That's fair. I can't wait until I'm on fiber optic. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but Kari said that only people on fiber optic don't hate their internet. It depends entirely on the video. Some videos are pretty simple and I've got it more or less down to science. So after I do the recording, it can take like 15 minutes. Carislan. Okay.
Oh,
Can I
speaking
call you
of,
Care? And speaking of what? Oh, we just lost someone.
yeah, that'd be me.
Of course.
Right after I make a snarky comment in the chat too.
Oh, you were probably gonna get booted anyway.
You need them to open a relic, but are you
It
confident?
But I like
really
to
doesn't
pretend like it.
Like it's because of the snark.
You're near a
Yes.
fissure. Use that reactant to open a relic.
Oh,
Don't
really?
forget the reactant. You need more
What part
to
of the
open that relic.
world or the U.S. are you in? I have a lot of people that watch me from other countries, so.
We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching.
The prisoner's gonna have to wait. We've got reactant to get. Missed! Oh goody, I got a Hero chassis blueprint.
Whoa.
Oh, you're in Washington? That's cool. I'm in Georgia. But hey, there's a bunch. Let me through the wall, darn it. There we go. Got it cracked now.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's
What
inside.
color is that?
What color is what?
I a 10 star. Oh, it's only cyan. Fuck it.
Oh. Boo.
I still have to check every time.
I can believe that. We've had oddly cool weather. And yeah, I get that because the orange is like so needed.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If Russians detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence.
Like,
Pass
when
is
I say
done.
it's been oddly
Go.
cool, it's really been weird. I don't like it.
Here are the holding cells. Search each one for the hostage.
What are you
I love
laughing
that
about?
my operator was like, "Oh, we fought with armor," right after I got through literally stabbing a dude in the back.
It amuses me when they talk about how the Corpus fight with machines because they're too cowardly to fight with themselves from within their Warframe.
Right?
Like, you don't see the irony here?
I mean, it doesn't make that what they're saying untrue.
No, but it makes them hypocrites.
They spotted you.
Not necessarily. They're not. They're only implying that they're not also cowards for doing the same thing.
I think it's hypocritical.
Doors are locked. Time to
It's not hypocritical until they say no. It's totally fine when we do it, though.
Fair enough.
See, I gotta argue this because I
You
just
don't
got
have
into
AC?
trouble earlier with.
So much more.
assuming-
Hold on.
Alarm
I need that.
successfully hacked. The location is returned to
I need
normal
all summer
security
cords.
levels.
Actually, I don't. And watch, it's going to be one that I've already scanned.
It's one I haven't though.
Oh no, I haven't scanned it. Sweet. Wings of War. I need one more for that. Man, our luck. Oh my gosh, is that pumped up kicks? It is. It is pumped up kicks. Ah, that's awesome. um, yeah, it's weird. It's like in the 80s here right now, which is, it should be hotter where I am. It's not even overly humid. Well, not in the mornings. It might be later in the day. I think we may have gotten like a cold front or something because we don't usually get like tornadoes until fall when the weather starts cooling off. And we actually had one touchdown a couple cities over. So
Ordis is angry. I may require maintenance after all.
do you mean a puddle? That does seem like it would be a pretty bad place to be sunburned. Though I had a sunburn that was so bad one year that I had a water blister on my forehead. It was bad. Now I don't know how hot it got today, but I don't think it got all that hot. Not like it should be.
I'm with Espion on this one. What's a water blister?
It's a blister that's filled with water.
Oh, okay.
It was partially from having a sunburn while I was swimming, from getting a really bad sunburn while I was swimming. But they're like they get really big even compared to normal blisters, and we just lost Umbra again. Man, I hate you. I don't know why.
Just the frickin' tube hamsters in between you and me are just having a feud or something.
Probably. They should stop. SB, do you know that you're 1 and 2 stacked?
They're dropping reactant. Use it in a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
The number 1 and 2 for Octavia stacked. Your rollerball will carry your mallet around and kill people.
Clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Okay.
My Warframe.
I'm not sure.
Come on.
You know, I did actually find something out about Octavia that I did not know while I was making the video. Okay, so you know she has a passive that actually restores energy every time she uses an ability. It gives everyone a buff and it restores energy.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't know is that transference counts for it. Right?
Open the relic.
So you can like really stack that one up. You do transference and then you do Zeneric, you know, the dash for Zeneric. And then you've got all sorts of mana regen because it's like 1 energy per second for 30 seconds with her buff. So that's like, it's not anything to sneeze at.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Doors.
Doors
Time
are
to break
locked.
in. Complete. We're free to proceed.
And I can believe that you're glad you don't get tornadoes. I wish we didn't.
The bypass is done.
Ooh, I bet that would. I bet that would sting. Especially on the top of your foot. There aren't any like calluses or anything there.
Hurry up. You are running out of time.
Y'all are already in there.
Thank you, Tenno.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest. They've brought in reinforcements. A Versa.
I probably would have brought Versa in anyway. Even if we weren't here.
They do seem uniquely adapted to guard duty.
I know, right? I almost recognized the song.
You do need two dual commas prime
Yeah,
handle
and
if
I've
you
only got
don't
one.
have that.
So, thank you. I was looking at that like, wait, I need that. I don't know if I have the blades or even the main blueprint, but now I've got the handles.
Hey, that's 2/5 of the way there.
I know, right? I'm curious. How much of it do I have? Oh, I do have the blueprint and now two of the handles, so I just need the blades.
Those are fun.
Sweet.
New alert marked on navigation, Tenno.
I believe we are still farming next parts. I don't know. I don't know how many relics they have.
I think I have 17 of this particular relic.
Wow. And
I only
Henna's-
have one for the chassis though, but that's the
Oof.
Neo.
Gotcha.
Do you remember the old
more than I
war,
have.
operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
And he was around when she was first released, so he got a bunch of the relics then. Same with Oboe. Wait, you've been playing like 5 years, right, Umbra?
Yeah.
Yeah, so has Oboe, so. Yeah, Oboe has 1 of the new relics and 17 of the old ones for the chassis, so. I think we're covered there.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but you shouldn't be jinxing it like that.
Knock on wood. Oh my
I ran 20 for the dual commas prime blades for a friend.
Ooh,
We still only got 1 blade,
ouch.
right?
I don't even know how I got the parts that I did get. Hold on. My dog's an idiot. My guess, and we've had a Cocker Spaniel do this before, so I believe that it happens more often than we want to admit. My guess is he was sleeping, he farted, it surprised him, so he barked at it.
Ha.
We've had a Cocker Spaniel do that before. Oh look! I don't know if it's happening on anyone else's screen, but SB and I were in time again. SBN and I were on time again. I don't know why I keep trying to shorten it to SB. SBN.
This is a rescue mission. We need to find and liberate the hostage before any harm comes to them.
These corpus remind me of the Orokin. Selfish, greedy.
There are void fissures in the area. This needs to crack open a relic. A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. Use that reactant
Alright,
to open a
every
relic.
time.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. We can't leave without rescuing the prisoner. Keep searching. Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected it. They spotted you.
We haven't exactly been stealthy.
If they die too quickly to hit the alarms.
Oh hey! Cephalon fragment. And it was one I didn't have. Oh hey, I just finished Phobos. Yay!
That's it. You the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside. You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will initiate the execution sequence.
I didn't mean to walk
It's
in here.
complete. You may proceed. We've reached the prison. Find our prisoner in one of these cells.
I'm in your debt, Tenno. Let's go home.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Hey, Kishiro, how are you doing today?
Got an extra weapon? They won't just let us walk out of here.
We're just trying to get Nyx. Oh wow. Nice. Yeah, I've gotten one relic and it's for Rhino.
Oh, there we go.
Yay! Alright, so she just needs the systems now, and I need the systems and the chassis. I can imagine. So which one is the system in?
Sure, let's do systems next.
I was just wondering which one it's in.
No, that's Neo.
Okay, so system and chassis are Neo then.
Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
Okay. And I need... The new one might be Axie, Espion.
Oh, easily possible.
Yeah, but they're using the old ones that she originally came out in. Yeah, so they're using the old ones, which are Neo. So yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They're just using different ones. All right, so Neo is... Oh, we got a defense. That's it.
Woo!
We got a defense. That's all.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
I'll crack that. Oh wait, hold on. We doing defense. I know who I want to be on.
Operator, did you hear that? It said
I want to be on my
cosmic
Warfu.
background radiation is a riot.
You know, like waifu.
Huh? What's up?
I said I want to be
Oh.
on my Warfu. You know, like waifu, but on Warframe.
the rest of us are arguing who is the best Warfru in the chat.
My My Octavia, she's a K-pop kaiju. Come on. And Kiyashira, those would be the new ones. Umbra and Obo are like old school. They've got the old ones. Oh, while y'all are picking stuff, let me see. Okay. And Karislyn, if you do want to friend me, I've put my username in chat, so you are more than free to. It's the weirdest conversation. Oh, it's amazing. That Soprano skin is awesome, but I'm sorry. My Octavia skin is the best. Oh, okay. No worries. I didn't know whether you were playing or not. Oh, well.
The enemy is.
Oh,
know.
would you look at that? I made
We
it.
must defend our equipment
did.
until reinforcements arrive.
We'll put an end to this corpus greed.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Catching relic. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant.
I got more of these. Where's my mouse?
Dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic.
Do your mouses disappear sometimes? Like your
Mine's
cursors?
always disappeared.
Oh, you don't. Do you use a controller?
I do.
Okay. I don't.
Do you mean like
The
The actual-
cursor, my cursor disappears.
okay? Mm.
I don't know why.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that
Did someone
relic.
just spook? Is someone attacking us?
I think so. Yes.
Yep, someone spooked. Who?
It's just a syndicate one though.
Which syndicate? Fair enough.
You can just tell it's the syndicate by the color of the swoop.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm learning all sorts of stuff tonight. See?
It's like a bunch of quick flashes, and they're like red every once in a while. It's a syndicate swoop.
How do you tell whether the whether the stalker is going to be the NPC stalker or the DE stalker? Is there a way to tell that? Other than the fact that they play way better if it's DE.
I don't think so.
Okay. We got a DE stalker on this one time in some mission or another. I don't remember what we were doing, but they would not stop using Oberon's number 4 on us.
That's it.
We can do
Open the
anything.
relic.
It
Finish
was
your mission
bad.
and we'll take a look inside.
Wow. The one that uses the Oberon number 4? That's my understanding, yes. Because the Stalker doesn't do that if it's just the NPC. The DE one starts using different abilities, and they may, I don't know if, like, yeah, that's DE. Now, I don't know if, like, it varies on which ability they use on what DE employee is, like,
For the
controlling them. I don't know how the DE Stalker works. But I know we got him. He's such a pain, isn't he? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I hate it when I double cast an ability. Don't like it.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
We ain't lived until we got what we want. What we came here for. I gotta get Rhino Prime too, but yay, there's the
would you look at
systems.
that?
So that's what she needed, and I just need the chassis.
I went through the trouble of upgrading 4 relics.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other people that are gonna need them, like, you know, Hal or Robbie might need them. I don't know. I'm sure there's other people that could use them though.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll use them eventually.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Let's see how.
See how my luck holds out.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I
Yours
just put up
might
the relic for the chassis, just FYI.
Yeah, I did see that.
Okay.
And so did Obo. He put one up. We'll see. Because I think it was you I ran with when I got Mag in like 6 runs, right?
That is correct.
I think I've gotten the, like, vaulted ones pretty quickly running with you. You're like a lucky charm or something. I don't know.
To be
Knock on
fair,
wood.
the more people that you run with that already own the thing you're going for, the more likely you're going to get it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because you
just
know
like-
it can tell that I don't. It can tell that I don't need it.
Okay. That's just Murphy's Law, dude.
That's actually called the desire sensor, but yeah,
I mean,
it's the inverse of the desire sensor.
It's part of Murphy's Law. I mean, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, so.
I'm not sure if it's entirely going wrong though. It's just now that I don't need it, I get a billion of them.
Fair enough.
And I don't particularly care to get it for the plat either because I'm too lazy to sell most of these things.
If you had like a Twitch stream, you could do giveaways. I'm thinking about doing that instead of like selling mine, doing giveaways of vaulted stuff from time to time.
That's honestly what I usually end up doing.
I could see it. I mean, it's a good way. It's a good thing to do.
Well, I kind of do it half and half. I find someone that really needs it and I sell it for like half of the lowest price.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Go away, Nullifier. Nobody likes you. There we go.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find what's inside.
Now, Karislyn. I need to stop assigning names to people. If you do need any help and I'm logged in, you know, I'm happy to help. I don't get a lot of time to play, unfortunately, lately. Hopefully that'll free up a little
That
bit.
was a close one.
But you know, when I am on, I'm happy to help if you need help with something. You're welcome.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Ah. Go invisible. There we go. Yay. Sure, I'll grab it. I've got one, but I'll grab it.
Do you not need the Paris Prime string?
No. I built the Paris. Oh, I need the chassis still for next. And then yeah, I need to start getting the stuff for the other vaulted things.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract
And the
will appear
Prime
soon.
hilt. Need that too. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I just fell.
You gotta come join the dance party.
We have nullifiers. The nullifiers are gonna, like, get in the way.
Nah,
of stuff.
our sentinels will take care of them.
Oh, I didn't know we had sentinels. Oh wait, you mean... I was thinking specters.
No, that's a good idea. There we go. Now I really don't have to do anything.
Man. There's someone that runs with us once in a while. He's kind of quit until Fortuna comes out. But, he runs a, duality... Oh, what is her name? Equinox. And, yeah, he doesn't do anything. He's got a sentinel set up to res him if he dies. So he just finds somewhere relatively safe and lets his clone do everything. I love you too. You going to bed? Howler's going to sleep. Man, I'm still like one short. There it is.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and let's take a look inside.
There's a darn robot or whatever stuck in the doorway.
For the Lotus.
I'm I was about to say depleting. I'm debating on, since I got such a late start, doing Warframe again tomorrow because, yeah, it was a really bad late start. Y'all haven't heard the joke? What? Oh man,
Yeah,
I wish y'all
they're,
were
they're,
talking
they're
in
a
the...
myth.
wish
They're a
I
myth, like fairies or Idaho.
I wish everyone was talking in the voice chat. That's hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious.
So far, I'm enjoying having Espeon around. We're getting into some crazy dance.
And she's a good player too. I mean, she really is.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I need that.
fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Oh, I almost walked right off the edge again. I'm really good at walking off the world. Oh, thank you, Q. I appreciate it. If you can even hear me.
More reactant.
Is that an ally? Yep, ally. My friends that also streams is throwing me a view. I appreciate it. He'll probably still be streaming when I finish, so I'll go watch his. But yeah, Portar, I don't know how to say it, but he's a fun guy, and if you like really dry, sarcastic jokes, you'd probably like his stream. He doesn't play Warframe. He mostly does single player stuff from what I've seen. But he's cool. He's helped me a lot.
Uh-oh.
No, who fell?
How'd that happen?
I'll have stuff coming up behind you. Maybe? I don't know. I saw stuff behind you, I just don't know if that's why.
She might have been sniped.
Yeah. Oh, that's Clem. Someone marked the specters, so I stopped trying to kill them.
I don't know, I think it's funnier this way.
It's like Necros's ghosts forever trying to murder them.
Yeah, if he would stop running around.
Who?
Clem.
Oh. You know what? Two can play this game. Enjoy the Moa pets I just summoned.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish the mission to find out what's inside.
I don't know who told me you could do that, but I didn't know.
Consider what I have learned from this.
I didn't know that you could get Moa pets out of these things.
Right? It was an interesting day when I found that out.
I know, right? Someone told me and they were like, I'm surprised you don't know, because I like the stomp chickens. That's what I call the ones that stomp. If you couldn't figure that out. It was subtle, you know. But no, I like the chickens. I can't wait until we can actually have them as companions. I might even give them Helios.
Move and strike. We have to win.
Now
this.
Helios is just too useful, scamming stuff. Though for some reason mine doesn't seem to shoot at anything. I still gotta figure out what's going on there. Ooh, I fell. I need to finish the Ignis Wraith. I gotta see what parts I have for it. The reason I refer to them as chickens is because of Invader Zim, by the way. That episode where Zim got a giant mech and Gur kept saying that it looked like it had chicken legs. And they kind of made me think of it.
I'm looking forward to giving mine a top hat and bow tie.
Right? That's the only reason to even get one. Also, I really, really, really hope that we get one of those mink things that they showed, because it was really cute. Even if it's just like in a cage the way the vulture and the little rat thing from the plains are.
Reinforcements available. Choose to
Also,
leave
it
now
needs to be a
or
plushie.
continue fighting.
No chassis for me. Well, I don't even know if any of the relics had the chassis in it. Assuming we want to keep going, we don't have to. Okay. No, I'm not gonna crack that. I do have a next chassis, but I don't have it radiant, so I'm not cracking it. Because I've only got one. And it's also got the Rhino
Continue to
Prime
defend.
blueprint in it.
You will be rewarded for your bravery.
If I'd known I had it. Oh yeah, Amber, you can't even trade people the blueprints if they aren't the right mastery rank for it. You didn't know that either?
Man, when it comes to master rank for these kinds of things, I barely know anything
Don't
because
forget
I've
the
been
reactant. You need
max
to
rank for
protect
so
your
long,
powder.
it's almost never been relevant to me whatsoever.
Fair enough. Yeah, maybe it wasn't that way when it would have been relevant to y'all. I don't know. But yeah, you can't.
I
And I
want to
do-
say it used to be the old way for like a couple of years too. It must have been fairly recent. Well, relatively recent when they made that change.
I don't know. I started earlier this year, so I can't answer that. But yeah, that's how it is now anyway. There's a lot of people who do have reasons for not using it. I do try to keep track of the chat in game, but I'm not that great at it when I'm playing. Even if I'm not using a mic, I'm really bad at actually keeping track of the
relic
in-game
has been
chat.
cracked open.
So
Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
if I miss stuff or if I don't seem to be talking to y'all, I apologize. I am trying to keep track of what you're saying though. And this is like a complete departure from what I'm used to, because if you put me in WoW or something, it's the complete opposite. I refuse to use a mic in WoW.
personally, I just tend to respond with whatever medium was used to contact me.
That's fair. I think part of it is because I'm streaming a lot of the time. I'm used to having a look at the Twitch chat to try and keep track of what's going on there. Oh, you have a good night too, Karislyn. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in the future. I don't even know if you're still here, but I do hope to see you in the future. Either way. Yeah, he left. Weapons. It's fine. I like the Hystrix. Man, I need a ribbon mod for the Hystrix like immediately though. Oh, nice.
Well, now we can't stop until you hit 30.
I'm fine with that.
Otherwise, that's just Warframe blue balls.
No. I'll probably.
I don't know.
Huh?
I said I don't know about you, but I hate it when I go into a farming mission and I come out at like rank 27 or 28 or 29.
I know, right? It's worse when you're 29, but you're like so close that it's like if you've gotten one more kill or whatever, you would have leveled.
Yep.
I will probably, whenever we do leave, and I'm fine staying until SBN is 30. I'm cool with that. But whenever we do leave, I'm probably gonna end the stream because my head's starting to hurt pretty bad. I had a headache to begin with, and it's just getting worse.
To be fair, I should have gotten off like an hour ago.
You've been having fun. It's alright.
Right?
We won't tell anyone.
I don't think you'll have to tell anyone if I show up to work late tomorrow.
Oh. I hope we don't cause that.
Nah, it's fine.
I hope we don't cause that though. I don't know, like, when you have to get up for work, so.
I don't have to get up till basically whenever I want.
Oh. Now I'm curious what you do.
I'm a software developer.
Oh.
So when I show up to work doesn't exactly actually matter as long as I put in my 8 hours a day.
Gotcha. It just matters that you're actually doing what your job. Right.
To be perfectly honest, as long as my what do you call them, goals are met for like each week or whatever, they could care less if I even came to work.
Yeah.
My boss, there's only like a 50-50 shot he actually shows up to the workplace each day anyway.
So you could like do everything Monday and then not have to go in the rest of the week.
Right? Though they do like it if I come in a decent amount, since I am technically hourly.
Oh, I gotcha.
But, yeah. And since I'm on a weird contract system, there's not exactly a lot of reason for me to try and get a promotion since I can't really get one for like 2 years, so.
Gotcha.
And when that 2 years is up, I can't continue working for the people I'm working for now, so it's just kind of
That's weird.
whatever. I know, right?
That is really weird. Why? That doesn't even make sense.
It's, how do I explain it?
SBN, get the Udinata Prime harness. Oh, you know what? I'll get an extra one. It's an arc wing. Are we still going? Yeah.
One more.
That should get her.
But I got into this training program that trained me on certain technologies, high-end technologies, and the training was free, and they paid me minimum wage throughout the actual training, and they provided housing and all this jazz, and they provide support, and they got me my job essentially.
Oh.
And I have a set salary for 2 years, and I have to keep working for them through my contract for 2 years. That's essentially how it breaks down.
Interesting.
And of course, my salary is lower than it normally would be for my position, but I wouldn't have gotten my position without the training they gave me,
Yeah. So it's kind of like a trade-off.
basically. And it does come with the other upside of, if my job were to fall through for any reason, I go back to their housing, and they pay me continue paying me minimum wage until I get they secure me another job. I don't even have to do the job search, really.
Huh. That's interesting.
Right? It's fancy indentured servitude for 2 years, but you know,
Fair enough.
it works out.
I can see that being an accurate description.
But after 2 years, I have great experience. I got the training, and I still got paid pretty good for the entire time I was there.
Attack us, we will counter.
That's fair. It does sound like a really weird contract overall, though. Like, it sounds like a good one, but it's still odd. Because they won't let you keep working for the same company and stuff.
Well, it's because of a non-compete clause. If I can still keep working for them after the 2 years is up, after my contract is kaput, and I basically become more of a regular employee for the company that is,
Finish your mission.
I like to refer to it as whoring me out. That is pimping me out. And for, slightly better money and whatever. Or the company that I'm working for through them could buy out my contract. And I can work directly for them. And that's essentially how it goes. Though I'm leaning towards not working for the company I'm working for now.
Ah, okay.
They're kind of full of incompetent assholes.
Oh. Well, it seems like most companies are, so.
That's fair.
Not all. Not all, but most.
Really, my philosophy is kind of, we'll see. If I end up liking the area I'm living in, I'll stick around, but I've only been here a few months.
Ah, okay.
If I meet a fancy gamer grill or something in the area, I'll consider sticking around. Otherwise, I might just go back to the area where I grew up.
She's playing games too, though. That's why we're hard to find, because we're playing games.
Right? It's really hard for me to meet people when I'm stuck here playing Warframe with you, Pam.
Oh,
You're ruining my social development.
I met Howler when I was working at Subway.
Subway, you say?
Yep. I was in college.
I'll just have to start patrolling the local university subway then. Maybe that'll work.
I wasn't anywhere near the school I went to, but I was like on the other side of town.
Well, that doesn't help me, Pam.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't switch my shoulder view either. I don't know how long ago you said that, but when I have, it really messed with me.
Oh
So-
yeah, when I accidentally do that, my entire world ends and I can't function.
I can't do anything. I'm confused. I can't
I'm like
aim.
I'm like a cat with a piece of bologna on its face.
What?
Yeah, cat with a piece of bologna on its face. You never seen that before?
No.
It's pretty funny.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to look that up now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd just gotten out of high school, was just starting college. That's so long ago.
Just keep rubbing it in my
No,
small
no,
face.
I'm not. I'm just reminiscing.
I know. I'm just teasing.
I'm sorry, I tried to mute, I didn't make it. I'm sorry.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
I used to be. Thank you, Venom. I just sneezed in everyone's ear. I feel bad. Alright, so now I just have... Well, I mean, if you're playing stuff like D&D and what have you, you have to be a certain amount of social because that requires sitting around a table with people.
Right. That's what I should do. That's how I met a lot of people in college.
Yeah.
I just need to find like a local D&D group and just do that or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a good way to meet people. For sure. I graduated from high school in 2004. And started college the summer after. So. I feel old. SPN is becoming a sophomore this year. Yeah, I'm 32.
The,
so.
the obvious question is college or high school, but I couldn't think of a way to say it without sounding creepy.
Since we were talking about high school, that's what I assumed it was.
I mean, fair enough.
That's fair, Venom.
Wait, didn't Espeon say something about a wife?
Espeon is a girl.
That doesn't preclude her from having a wife.
That's fair. I don't know.
That's like scrolling way up.
Oh, she was talking about her guy's friend.
Okay.
And no, I did not just assume. Well, I guess I did kind of assume. I've got a headache. I'm gonna blame it on my headache.
Fair enough.
But yeah, As far as like the school stuff, yeah, I'm assuming high school because that's what we were talking about. I could be wrong, but that's what my assumption was. Because Venom asked when I graduated high school. But I don't know if she's paying attention to that, or I don't remember what I said. Like if I said I graduated high school in 2004, it just happened and I don't remember what I said. I guess I can do the nighttime alert. Everybody needs that, and it should be quick. I don't know if Humber wants to stay for it or not.
Fine.
Okay.
Anything to prolong my procrastination.
Ah, you're 15, okay. Okay. She's working on modding. No rush, y'all hit when ready when y'all are ready. So yeah, that definitely answers it. She is in high school.
What's the mission type?
Defense. Infestation.
Ah, okay.
Oh gosh, I just noticed it's 12:30.
Right?
I just noticed.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo.
It's
until
the same map we
reinforcements
were on.
arrive.
It's the thing that'll get rid of my headache. That's what it is. I hope. Also, I don't know how you play games laying down. I could not do that.
I assume that's your phone, Pam, with the SpongeBob whistle.
Yeah. I need to change it. I'm not changing my ringtone though. My ringtone is yeah, I've got a headache. I've had a headache since I started streaming. The ringtone I have is from that episode where SpongeBob and Patrick were selling chocolate bars, and it's the dude chasing after them screaming chocolate.
Nice.
So I'm not changing that. Oh, I guess, yeah, the whistle you heard was my phone. That was some notification or another going off. And the thing is, when I do stop streaming, I'm not even done. I've got to finish that video so I can get it posted. I'm already behind. I meant to have it posted Tuesday. So, I got stuff to do. When I get it posted, then I'll go to bed. Man, I would love a nicer chair. That may be, depending on
That was a close one.
the first Twitch payout, that may be what I do is get a really nice desk, really nice chair. Sorry that y'all are in kind of a tough place, Espion. Why would you set a face cam up at the chair? And are you telling her to do that, or are you telling me to do that, Ovo? I don't know. I couldn't answer that. I'm hardly normal.
Oh yeah, you need to get a fancy chair and then put a camera on it. Don't sit in it, just play the game, but have the empty chair in the corner behind with a green screen.
I don't have a green screen though. And the only cam I have is on my laptop.
Good enough. The more potato, the better.
It's not potato actually. It's pretty good. But
well, you don't really need a
green
green screen. You just need a green piece of like anything. Just like get a piece of plastic and spray paint it, or a piece of cardboard and spray paint it green.
Fair enough.
And make it like a really uneven coat too.
But why?
For the ironic memes.
Fair enough.
You gotta be very hipster.
See, I'm not though.
But that'll be your thing. You'll be the invisible chair girl who also plays Warframe and other games.
No, I don't use a camera. There's no face on my stream, except for the picture I posted. And I'm sorry, Venom, that sucks. That really sucks, having a headache that bad. This, I think, well, I don't know what this is from. I think it's sinuses, because of how weird the weather has been. It's not... Yeah, it's all through my nose and behind my eyes. It's sinuses.
Oh, careful, Espeon. You can't call him that, or DE Glenn will come and ban you.
Come on.
Also, Octavia has her passive, but I also have energy siphon on, so between Neja and Octavia, I guess there really shouldn't be an energy problem. You know, there are settings for your computer you can set up, or programs you can get to help set it up so that you don't have to worry about that. There's also glasses or special special screens if you don't want to go through all of that. That'll help with eye strain too. I'm not saying that you should do more gaming, but there's ways to avoid the eye strain.
But yeah, Espeon, Barrow comes every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's Friday and Saturday.
Except for when they mess up and sometimes leave them for 3 days.
Yes.
Which is nice.
He shows up at a random relay. And then you have to buy stuff from him using ducats and credits.
And you have to get ducats by selling Prime stuff. So for you, you may not be able to do a whole lot to begin with. Because I highly recommend that if you haven't built it, you don't sell it. And don't sell stuff that's vaulted or going to be vaulted.
You have 500 ducats, Espeon? I'm guessing that's what you mean? Yeah, okay. 500 ducats, I think, is enough to cover
That,
at least one prime mod, right?
yeah, if he happens to have any, I think that would cover a primed mod. It might cover a weapon as well if he doesn't have those. He's got some good weapons. I would definitely research, like look at if he has weapons, look at them and see if they're worth buying or not.
I'd argue that depends on your build, Obo,
Yeah.
but they're both very important ones to have.
Personally, I need both on Octavia. What? What do you mean?
Nah, you go for 70, bro. You can't get 75 without losing an extra 5% duration that you don't need to lose. Because your efficiency is capped out. Unless, of course, you do the thing with one less rank on your streamline, but why would you do that? Because your streamline doesn't have a downside. It
I
comes
think-
out to being more efficient if you do it 70%.
I think adjusting the brightness does help with eye strain a little bit, but not as much as having specific settings. Like even my PC, I can set it to where it'll automatically adjust like the colors and stuff for day and night, and that's supposed to help. I just don't like the fact that it makes everything look more blue.
Tenno, there's a limited mission alert available. Check navigation.
So there's a lot of things you can do to help with eye strain. Sorry, Venom was asking me stuff. Anyway, I'm going to does anyone have a good Ember Prime build?
I mean, I'll post mine. I like it.
I don't know.
Obviously.
I haven't touched Ember in a long time. I've got to work on her build before I even try to pass off anything as being a quote-unquote good build.
I mean,
I can give a good
mine-
Octavia build, but
mine is pretty basic.
Operator?
Like, all I do
Orders,
is I
orders. What is
go
it?
full well-rounded and then use flash accelerant, because why not help your teammates out while also giving yourself a buff?
yeah. That's true. Yeah,
I mean,
I believe.
I'll post.
Hold on. I believe that Mixer is owned by Microsoft, so it doesn't surprise me they would have that on Xbox. I thought Twitch was on there too, though. But I haven't had an Xbox in years, so. But I am going to go on and in the stream, I got to finish working on that video before I can even think about going to bed. So. It was a lot of fun running with y'all. Thank you so much for cracking those relics with me. And Espion. Because we both needed them. And I know y'all didn't need them, so I don't know how much help y'all actually got from that, but we appreciate it.
No problem. I enjoyed our little excursion.
Yes, it was fun. I'm still debating on if I'm going to do Warframe tomorrow or not, but I'll let y'all know. Oh, he gets plat and from fun from today. That's what Obo said. Those are good things to get. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I hope that you're able to sleep well. Umbra, I'm assuming you're going to be going to bed fairly soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you, Espion. I hope you have a really good night as well. And the same with you, Obo. And I will talk to everyone later. Bye.